Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
Whoa, hi everybody. Ooh, we're a little blurry today. Got the deck. Gonna come on, I hope. Let me get this settled. Maybe, maybe not. Why are we? There we go. All right, so I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas this past week. I had a good one myself. Mango's in the cage today. No card pulling for him today. He's over in the corner. He's mad, but I got Phoenix out. Pip's just quietly in her cage today. They were both out earlier today. So I want to wish you all a happy holiday week, and I hope everybody's been enjoying their family and enjoying hopefully the weather and just the time off from things, right? A lot of people have time off, and for all those that are here that are working still during this week, thank you, because we all need to thank you, because it's a wonderful thing that you're doing, being in the stores or the banks or the post office or wherever you are working for everybody. So thank you for all that. All right, so we're gonna start. I guess I'll just start and get into it. Mango's really yelling back here, and I apologize for that because he's getting extremely loud. Hi, Miss Brenda. How are you? Yeah, you can get a card. I'll pull you today first. How about that? How about that? Oh, and I just want to know, Yo, I see you up there too. It just kind of went to Brenda's first. If you see David, I got weird messages, not bad, not creepy or anything, messages from him on my Facebook, no, actually on my Instagram account. And he might have been hacked, because usually it's not kind of a response that I would get from him for anything. So yeah, tell him to check it out. If he did, just tell me he did, and I won't be worried about it. But it was just kind of odd, out of the blue, just kind of reaching out to me, nothing particular. So yeah, just if you get a chance and you talk to him, make sure he checks his Insta, because it was off of Instagram. Okay, and thank you for doing that. All right, Miss Brenda, let's see what we got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I was gonna pull you 12 cards. What the heck was that about, right? Mango, you're not counting for me. He's pouting in the corner. All right, so your card today is the bat. Okay, so all right, let me just kind of tune in a little bit. If you hear snoring, it's Tux behind me on the bed. Okay, so for you with the bat uses different senses than humans do, right? We see things, and often we kind of forget about our other senses, and we kind of push them to the side because it's all about what we immediately see. And we kind of get into that place where what we see is how we base our reactions, right? And sometimes what we see is actually not what's going on. So what I'm being told for you today is actually kind of be a little more patient and take a closer look, but not with your eyes, about a particular situation. It's about understanding it from every direction and every sense. So the truth lies within it, is what I'm being told. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so the truth is in it, and what you're seeing initially is kind of sparking a knee-jerk reaction. And again, you know, it happens to all of us. We see things and, you know, right off the bat, we either get yay or we get oh, and we kind of get angry at whatever the situation we think it is. But I'm being told to tell you what it appears to be is actually not what it is. So you need to look at it, and that could be good, bad, or indifferent. I don't really know the outcome of it, but I do see that you need to look at it with all your senses, just not your eyes. You have to think about it. You have to listen to it. You have to sense it. And you might even have to kind of have a hands-on approach, is what they're telling me. So, yeah. So that's your card today, and happy holidays to you, and tell Mom happy holidays. And your card is the Bat. That's interesting. You know, a lot of times, and thanks, Brenda, for popping on today. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to go up the top a little bit here. Hi, Dan. How are you? Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary M. How are you? Claire, hi. Yeah, I can get you a card. Hi, Kat. How are you? Yeah, you know, sometimes humans and humans, I wish humans could actually act more like animals or creatures. I actually had a video posted for a while over on my page that was this beautiful young baby little monkey, right? And it was sleeping, and the person that was taking care of it at the rescue had baby ducks. And she let the baby ducks loose, and they all went and laid on top of the little monkey, and the monkey was cuddling them. And it didn't matter they were ducks. Didn't matter that he was a monkey. The baby ducklings just laid all over him and snuggled in. And I wish people would do that, right? So when we see things, sometimes we forget about the whole package or the full story of stuff. And sometimes, like I said, we get these knee-jerk reactions just by visually what we see, but we have to look a little deeper sometimes. Okay. All right, yo, let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is nice. All right, so your card today, and I don't recall anyway, I don't think I've ever pulled this card for you, and it's the Dragonfly. Okay, so the Dragonfly, people, they're kind of magical, you know, people like them, and they're colorful. There's all different colors of them, you know, different types of them, and but what they are is they're like the messengers of the in-between. They help us get to that place during meditation, during prayer, however you go into that state of in-between. In other words, here, or deep in sleep, or here, and the Spiritlands. And they kind of come in and fill in that section in the middle, right? So what I'm being shown for you right now is there's all these kind of messages sitting there and wisdom sitting there in that in-between state. Yeah. And it's almost like you have to put yourself to that middle state. And I was just talking to Sean and Bex this morning about this a little bit after their show. And it's about that in-between, you know, when you're deep in sleep and then there's a point where you're kind of in sleep, but not really. And that's what I call the in-between, right? You're kind of not fully awake, but it's usually where messages come. It's where Different things come that we need to know and understand. And this is what I'm feeling, this like well, right? That's just full of knowledge and full of stuff that you need to be aware of, that you need to pay attention to, okay? And you may do that however you do, whether it's dream state, whether it's meditation, whether it's simply looking at things differently. It could mean any of that, okay? So you do, though, have to tap into that. And you have the ability to tap into it. Dragonflies are also kind of the messengers. They hold the knowledge, but they're also messengers of different things. Like people will, okay, Phoenix, you don't have to make noises like the Keats. Thank you. Sorry about that. He's getting a little rowdy. Anyhow, they show up like one of the big things with the wolf after she passed was she always loved the dragonflies. And that's one of the things that she told me she'd be coming back and making sure you pay attention to things, right? So the dragonflies would show up, and they'd show up for her kids as well, right? So this is about being more aware of what's available for you to tap into, yeah. And yeah, you can tap into that, and there's a lot more stuff that can help you while you're here in human form. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the dragonfly. I love the dragonflies. They're so cool. And yo, I hope you are well, okay? And thanks for popping on today. All right, we're going to go down a little lower. Hello, Hawk. How are you, Hawk? I hope you're well. Hi, Claire. How are you? Hi, Pamela. How are you? Oh, this thing's bouncing all over. Oh, it's bouncing all over the place again. Sorry, guys. I can do that. Maureen, how are you? I hope you're well. Oh, was it quiet, Kat? Mine was actually interesting. I had a really good, a nice, very nice, calm holiday for the most part. Although parts of it was really quiet, and that's what I needed to have. Sometimes quiet is good, right? Sometimes quiet is good. Okay, Maureen, let me see what I can get for you. I actually got a nice cup of hot tea sitting next to me in my Batman mug this time. It's steeping, and it's jasmine tea. David brought it home and gifted that to me. This is water. And it's tea in a rare form, as when it's picked, it's like little balls of tea. And you put it in your strainer, and oh my God, it's so sweet. I've got jasmine, and I love it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, your card today is the elemental of air. Okay, air, the elemental of air. Oh, and before I forget, I want you all to know, whoever's watching, hey, guess what? We're going to be starting the new year in Mercury retrograde. Yay! Not happy about it. So you got to make sure that everything's in place before we go into the next year. Okay, so your card today, as I said, the elemental of air. Okay, and I'm literally being told you need to stop and take a moment just to breathe. I actually feel it's kind of like excitement, like there's new things that are coming or new things that are going to be going on for you. And but so you don't miss it all, you have to just kind of stop and breathe, and then you assess one thing at a time. Okay, as human, we have a tendency to rush to conclusion, rush to get to whatever you think it is. But you have to slow your process down a little bit so that you're not missing the steps. And I'm being told there are steps, and you will get to the place that you want to get to, whether it's the goal you've set or something you've been waiting for. It will all occur in positives, but you have to slow the pace down a little bit. I also feel like I'm sorry, I'm talking loud because I hear him in here yelling in behind me. I also feel like it's almost like it's like the door opened and there's like so much for you to process that you're not even sure where to start. Just know that as long as you take time with it and go through each individual thing slowly, completely, that everything will be fine. And I also get that there's going to be a little bit of tenuous stuff, you know, like stuff you don't want to deal with, or it's like, oh, why do I have to do that? Or why do I have to do that again, right? Kind of like me the other night trying to get a password to be redone on an app on my phone, right? It just wouldn't happen. And I went through and did everything I was supposed to, and you get tired of it and you get fed up with it, right? And then you finally say, oh, screw it, I'm not going to do it anymore. They're telling me to tell you, don't say that. Just go through the process as need be. Just slow it down. Once you slow it down, things will make more sense for you. And then they're just saying, make sure you breathe. You know, that's one thing that we all have to do. And sometimes, because breathing is an automatic thing with human beings, you know, we function and how we act and react. We breathe. Our bodies need air. But sometimes we forget to take those deep cleansing breaths. And I've actually gotten to a point with myself that several times through the day, I'll just sit and take in a great big breath and hold it for a second and just let it out. And it clears your thought pattern. It clears your, just the energy itself. And that's what I'm being told for you. And I hope that makes sense. And happy holidays to you, Maureen. Thanks for popping in, okay? Yeah, you know, sometimes as humans, we're always in a hurry, you know, always in a hurry to get to the next thing, to get to the next place, to get to the next person, to get to the next situation, whatever. And it's like, just take your time and enjoy it, you know, just enjoy it. Wow, you are really loud today, Phoenix. I think he wants to be on air, but we're not gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna step down here a little bit. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Yeah. Crystal, I see you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, too. All right, Kelly, let's see what I can get for Kelly today. Ooh, boy, he's really active. Now you guys can really hear what he says. He hasn't been this loud in a while. He's been a really good boy. Yeah, whatever. That's the UPS truck backing up into my driveway, by the way. He started doing that. There are a couple things that he says that I do not say. He has learned to sneeze. He does cough like I do. He says, I'll be right back, because that's what I guess I say to him every time I walk out of the room. I don't have dogs, so he learned that before. I don't whistle for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think I'm going to have to actually make something so he can be closer and sit near me when I'm doing this, because that's what he wants. You could see his little head looking over here by me. All right, Kelly, your card today is the eagle. Okay. And just wow, I actually saw one this morning that was kind of watching over the back or the front side of my house by the lake, and they're just so massively large. They're just huge. And when I get the eagle, it means about a special blessing, okay? Because within my culture, eagles are revered as one of the only, other than the hawk, the only birds that can fly close to Creator God, right? And they take our messages up. They take our loved ones to the Spiritlands during transition. It's a very good sign. This is telling me right now that things that you have put up as prayers or needs or wants or however you've done it, that they're being heard. And the power of the eagle is also being brought into focus for me. And it's about you standing in your own power, right? Because they're showing me this eagle kind of just sitting on the branch the way he was, and he's just breathing really deeply, but they're very regal and their wings are all back, and they just sit there and they just watch and they listen and they learn, and they are all kinds of aware when it comes to their environment and the things that are around us, right? And boy, you guys are all just pipping and mangling and phoenixing. Jeez Louise. Pete's are even back there screaming today. But the power of the eagles is because they're majestic, and actually they move through things very confidently and very slowly. Like some of the birds you'll see, they get up and they fly away really quick, or animals even scurry away really quick. The eagle gets up, stretches its wings back, and then it slowly takes off to the air. And this is what I'm being shown for you. Be confident in your movement. Be confident in your movement of who you are. Be confident enough to be able to stand in your own power. And by that, by your own power, I mean by recognizing that you can do whatever you set your mind to, okay? You can reach out and ask your family in the spirit lands, people that have walked with you, before you, ancestors that have walked before you, or friends that are in the spirit lands. Ask them for assistance, but be confident in who you are. And this is the biggest message with us right now, because they're just showing me this eagle upright and straight. And it's like, be confident in who you are. There's nothing you can't do if you set your mind to it. You just have to be confident enough in your abilities and in yourself. And this is what I'm seeing is kind of hindering you a little bit. And that hinders a lot of people, because we look at things like, hey, you know, I don't know if I can do that. And we may have all the skill set, but we don't. We always put ourselves last, and it's kind of that we beat ourselves up type thing. We all do it at some point in our lives. So I'm being told, stand in your own power, but be confident in who you are and what you know, and that you've got whatever this is. So there's going to be some things coming at you, and just stand tall in it. You've got it. It's not a big deal. Just don't freak out. Just stand there and observe it. Stand there and understand it and get the whole picture. And once you do, you'll know you have what it takes to get through it. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the eagle. All righty, let me go down the list. And thank you so much, Kelly, for coming in today and sharing your energy with all of us and saying hi to all of us. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness gracious, look who's here. Mr. Mikey Monet. How are you, Mike? I love you dearly. Sure, I can get you a card. Hey, and while I'm shuffling his cards right now, I wanted you guys all to know I'm going to be here on New Year's Day. And I'm going to be doing readings for the upcoming year and what we are to expect in that upcoming year. So I'm kind of excited about that. You guys can go and spend New Year's Eve, with Sean and Bex, because I'm sure from what I think I heard this morning, they're going to be popping on and having a stream just to wish everybody, you know, Merry New Year, Happy New Year. And yeah, and then I'll be on the next day. All righty. So let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This card comes up because people need to understand a few things. All right. So your card today is the cow. Okay, nobody make fun of the cow, because cows are awesome. Okay, I love cows. They're so kind. You know, my friend had a dairy farm, and when they'd have the new calves born and stuff, you could sit on the ground and they just crawl up in your lap like a dog would, right? They're very, for the most part, some of them aren't, but most of them are very caring and loving, and they like attention. So, okay, so maybe this is going to be the theme of today. I don't know. I'm hearing a lot with you, Mike, about slow down. Okay, just slow down. You're moving so fast that things that you should be paying attention or you should be able to experience, you're missing part of it because you're trying to move so fast, okay? With decisions, with outthinking things through, and you know, we always get there, right? All of us do it at one time or another. But the cow is all about staying in place and eating what it needs to eat. And then it has 3 stomachs, and the 3 stomachs are what we call ruminating, right? So the food passes through the 3 stomachs to get to where it needs to be able to get the nutrients and everything for the cow. Okay. And this is what I'm being shown for you. You just have to slow down. It's like, they just literally showed me the comic book hero Flash, right? The Flash. And I actually call my David that. I call him the Flash all the time. And this is because it's like zip, zip, zip. And when I look at you, it's like, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. And it's not even so much that you're running around doing it all or trying to do it all, but you're thinking ahead. So you'll be on one thing and you're 2 steps ahead looking at 2 things down the road. They want you to slow down so that you can take care of things one at a time to get the benefits of the experiences that are happening with you. And again, I'm being told good, bad, and different. Doesn't matter. You can't just push through everything. Take it from somebody who's done it and thrown it all in my proverbial closet saying, I don't want to deal with it now, maybe later. And then it just gets more filled and more filled and more filled. And then one day you wake up and the closet doors bust open, and then you got to deal with it all. And you got to deal with it all very quickly. So I'm being told to tell you, Mike, slow down. Slow down the thinking process, appreciate the process you're going through, even if it's something you don't want to go through or deal with. You've got everything you need to be able to get through everything, but you need to slow it down. Rein it in, they just showed. You got to rein it in a little bit. I'm also being told, tell them to sit down and have a cup of tea with you, Bear. I'm like, yeah, really. Sit down, call me, and let's have a cup of tea on Messenger or over here sometime. Let's just sit and be in the moment. They want you to be in the moment, Mikey. I don't know what's going on with you because I haven't talked to you in a long, long time, but it's like just live in the moment. Be in the moment. Enjoy the moment, you know? And even if it's a not great moment, still take time to push through it so it doesn't happen again, so it doesn't land on your plate again, or at least land in the same way, so that you'll have more knowledge from it because of it if it occurs again down the road. So that is your card today, Mike, and I love you tons, and it is the cow. Thanks for popping on today. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the energy from you. Oh, y'all need to enjoy the time and appreciate everybody. Hi, Carol. How are you? Debbie, wow, I haven't seen you in eons either. I bet you, yeah, I was going to say, I'll bet you any money, and there it is right there. I'm going to pull you a card. Oh, Yo-Yo. Hi, Dan. How's your mate? Wrong one, but hi, Yo. How are you? All right. Let's see what's going on for Miss Debbie. Woo! Well, let's go tell you something else. Tell you guys something else. I don't remember what the heck it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I told you about the New Year's thing. Oh, I know. I got interest. I'm going to be bringing back Spiritually Paranormal. We're starting in January, and I'm going to bring a lot of people that have knowledge and about different topics. Carrie Greenaway is going to come back on with me at some point in January, and we're going to talk about the crystals. And Penny Morgan, she's going to be coming back on because she's all into the history of different things and hauntings and places and all kinds of stuff. So that'll be fun. And I also have 2 people that I can't tell you who's coming on, but you'll know as soon as I get a solid date from them. So I'm very excited about that too. All right, Miss Debbie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all righty. Well, here's something. I've actually been. Ooh, is this too hot yet? No, it's good. Best jasmine tea ever. This is your card today, Sacred Sweetgrass. And it's funny because I know, Miss Debbie, we haven't talked in forever either, that you do all the essential oils. And anybody listening that wants to know anything about essential oils, listen or get in touch with Debbie. Debbie's got it, right? She's over on Instagram, she's on Facebook, and or you can ask her in the stream here and she can feel free to post her link, okay? And I was actually thinking about you the other day with the sacred sweetgrass coming in mind is an oil. And I was wondering if they have a sage oil or they have a sweetgrass oil. So I'm going to leave that with you, Debbie, because getting this card again, it's prevalent on my mind for whatever reason. So I'm just going to take that for me and run with it. Okay, but as sacred sweetgrass for you, this is about, okay, they're saying it's a long time coming, right? It's a long time coming. And they keep saying it over and over and over. And sweetgrass represents blessings. Sweetgrass within my culture are used for ceremony, blessings. They use them like at wedding, at ceremony, right? They use them at ceremonies. They use it for a blessing at birth time, right? When the new babies come in. And for you, I feel like after I said that, and I just keep pushing the words, is there's going to be a new blessing for you. It's almost like you're going to give birth to a new idea or a new direction to take with what you do. And it's being blessed by your family and friends that are in the Spiritlands. And it's like, this is going to be a big opportunity for you. It's going to be something new. And they're just saying it's got blessings written all over it. And they're telling me to tell you, don't be scared to take that leap because you've earned it. And this is, again, why they're putting sweetgrass down in front of you, is because you've deserved it. You've worked hard. This is what's coming. So take opportunity and run with it, whatever your decision is. And I feel like there's going to be more than one option coming in. And I'm not quite sure what it is, but I do feel that it's business related. So just keep that in mind with things that are coming in. And I actually feel like it's going to be within maybe the next 3 weeks, but it's going to be pretty soon that it's coming in. But it is going to be a blessing. And that's why the sweetgrass is being shown. So there you go. That's your card today, Miss Debbie. And I'm glad you popped on today and sharing your energy with all of us. Thanks so much. And I hope it resonates with you. You know, I've learned some stuff over this past weekend over the holiday, but I'm not going to share it with you all until New Year's Day. But there is a lot of things that we can pull into our own lives, I guess would be a way to put it, and utilize it. And there's a lot of things that we're not utilizing. I don't know if it's just because of the way we as humans think or what, but there's a lot of possibilities and you need to tap into them, Deb. That's what I'm being told for you. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope it resonates with you. Okay. Tripping with the Hartleys. That's cool. I can give you a card. Afia, I will get you a card as well. All right, hang on, here we go. Woo. All righty, let's see what we can get for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And hey guys, share the video, like the video, check us out on YouTube. My channel's on YouTube. The Ghost Dimension channel's on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're also on Insta. So find us wherever, okay? All right, and your card today is the medicine bag, okay? This is really, really important. And I actually have to, as you can see, this is my bag. This is my medicine pouch. I have had this. Woo! This one I have had since 1990. And I'm being told recently that I need to make another one and retire this one. So I will be doing that. But they're very important, okay? So the medicine bag, when it comes up in the cards the way it is here today, is about working on your own medicine, okay? By medicine, I mean, I don't mean pills. I don't mean any of that. It means working on yourself to bring balance to yourself, that your spiritual self needs to be cleaned up, grown, added to. And what we do with the medicine pouch within my culture, and actually some other cultures have similar things, is we put things in it to empower ourselves. So it could be anything from a note that says I love you from somebody to rocks and crystals. We always place a little bit of tobacco in it because we want to thank Creator God and all the realms and our ancestors. We put a little bit of corn in there for growth. That's always customary. But then you add things to it that are important to you, okay? Nobody except you need to be looking inside your pouch. If people ask you, you just tell them it's stuff that's kind of sacred to you, all right? And that's actually what it is. So I'm seeing you need to kind of clean out that sacred and clean out, you know, the things that no longer serve, and fix your medicine that you stand in, which is the identity of who you are, standing in your own power. Okay. And this is a very strong message when it comes, okay, because a lot of times people, and this is what I'm getting told, like people like about yourself, is you're a person that really takes care of a lot of other things and a lot of other people. And because of it, you don't have a lot left energy wise, or just you're tired. Okay. At the end of all of it, you're tired. But this is about you needing to take time for yourself, nobody else. I mean, absolutely zero, nobody else. And just do what it is that makes you fulfilled, what makes you complete, and honor the things that have been in your past, but let them go as they don't resonate with you anymore. It doesn't mean you're hurting them or it or anything. It just means you're opening up more space for yourself to put more important things that are coming into you, whether it's people, place, events, whatever, okay? And that's what you need to care for, is your spiritual self. Now, when I say spiritual self, that does not mean a physical church. That does not mean a physical religion. It doesn't mean Catholic or Protestant, Lutheran. It doesn't mean that, okay? It means about yourself, the spirit of who you are, to yourself and to the world outwards, okay? Because we're capable of so much more than oftentimes we allow ourselves to reach. Okay, so that's your card today, and I hope it resonates with you and you understand. And it is, oops, the medicine bag. Okay, thanks so much for coming in today. I appreciate you. And again, leave me a note here if it resonates with you and it makes sense with you. If it doesn't make sense with you, put it down. That's fine too. Okay. All right, so who do we have next here? Hello. Okay, I'm going to say your name, and I'm sorry if I don't get it right, but I think it said Afia Pascal, right? I think. You see Mulan, she's back there in the background trying to get my attention, rolling around on the bed. She's 20, so she can do that. She's a special little girl, let me tell you. Whoo, she's got to be by me every second of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this is the second time this come up today. It amazes me. 72 cards, and you shuffle them all out, and then the cards still come up. That's another thing, too. I'm going to be releasing the new edition of the deck that I use soon, sometime January. There's going to be cards that are going to be replaced with new cards. And I'm also going to be putting together a support deck, like a sub deck for it. And by the end of January, the new deck's going to come up, which is the Spiritual Insight Oracle deck. And I'm really excited about that. Okay, so Afia, your card that just came up is the Bat. Had somebody earlier that had the Bat. Okay. So let me see what you. Okay, so I'm actually looking at the Bat almost like, okay, I feel like I'm in the dark. Okay, so like I'm totally in the dark, and I have to rely on the people, the things, and the things that I've acquired in my life, like what you acquire as what I call put in your toolkit, right? And by a toolkit, it's like all your experiences that you've gone through, that you've earned, things that you do, things that the knowledge you've carried forward. And I feel that that's to be more relied on. And I feel like literally when I sit there, it's like, I don't know which way to go except inward. And by that, I mean, we have to learn to trust. And that's what I'm seeing for you. You need to learn to trust your instinct, to trust where you are in your life, that you'll know how to deal with the things that are coming towards you. And I'm not seeing that they're bad. Some of it might be like stuff you really don't want to deal with, but it doesn't matter because it's there and you're going to have to. But you know how to deal with it. And I'm being told, don't just like look out and go, oh my gosh, I can't deal with it. Oh my gosh, why am I having to do this again? Or like, what the heck is this, right? I'm being told you have everything you need, but you just have to look inward to who you are at this moment, not who you were a long time ago, but everything that made you who you are today has added experience into your toolkit. And that's what I'm being shown for you. And nothing to fear, okay? Because, you know, you think about it, right? People say, like movies and stuff in the entertainment world, the dark is spooky, the dark is scary. And it's like, no, it's not. Because we all have night and day, right? You know, you live through daylight, you live through nightlife. So it's not anything bad coming to you, but you have everything you need to be able to work through all the stuff that's going to be coming to you in the next few weeks. And it's like I said, some of it's really good. You'll get really excited about it. But it's also, again, you need to make sure, because it's like it's not like a thing like this. It's going to be all your other senses are going to be involved, and all your other knowledge will be involved. Okay, so that is your card today, and it's the Bat. So thanks for popping on today. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. Let me find somebody else. Hi, Jessica. Yes, sure, I'll give you one. Absolutely, Jessica. Hang on here. Go up. Thanks, Jer. Happy New Year to you too, babes. Hi, Crystal. How are you? I'll get to you in a minute. Yeah, so I haven't told a lot of people this, but over the pandemic, in end of 2020, beginning to mid 2021, I used to be involved with going into like a Zoom meeting, but it wasn't really a meeting. It was just a gathering of people, and there was probably about 50 of us total, I'd say. And the Ghost Brothers were there, Dalen and Joanne and Marcus, and we all kind of got to know each other. And they're just really cool guys. I love them all. I love them dearly, and they're funny. They're inquisitive. They're just nice guys, right? And their families are great too. So Dalen, because the season ended for them, actually started going around to, like Sean and Bex do, right? Going out to the cemetery to do spirit box sessions. And one of the things that I've always said, and Sean and Bex, I said it too, and that's why they kind of sort of went out when they went out, it was always a success, right? Is spirit doesn't care if it's nighttime or daytime. They don't care if it's dark or if it's light outside. They could care less. They're always around. Spirit's always around us in some shape or form. And Dalen took it out, and he's gone to a number of grave sites. Some of them were very, very old, like nobody had been seeing them in a long time or taking care of them. And he's very respectful about it. Well, he went, and this was 7 weeks ago. I actually put it up on my Facebook page so y'all could check it out. Is he went in to a cemetery, and they said his first and last name. They said who was on the gravestones, and a lot more came through the spirit box. Well worth looking at. It's in the middle of the day somewhere down in Georgia, and it just proves that spirit is always around you. And if you ask and want to interact with them, they're there. Okay. So that was a great, great thing to be witness to. And I was very appreciative that he went out and did that. Okay. So enough small talk. Jessica, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I love this card. This card, I love it. This is the medicine wheel. Okay. And the medicine wheel within my culture, it means a lot. They're actually very more detailed than just this. This is just, it's all inclusive, right? And it breaks down to different levels, much like the zodiac does in astrology. It's kind of that way with the medicine wheel. But the medicine wheel also represents balance. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, drink that tea while it's warm. It's all about the balance that we attain and we have to manage, right, in our lives. And there's a different color, as you can see, for every hand, which means it's all inclusive. You'll go tribe to tribe or clan to clan. The colors they use might be a little different, but it's all the same. It's all about the balance, the harmony between our mind, body, and our spirit. And what this is telling me, that you can attain, okay, I gotta listen, hang on. You can attain a more spiritual balance than you currently have. Like, it's okay with what you got and what you're doing, but you need to strive to do more. Okay, so when we get our physical and we kind of get into that balance of the physical, no matter what it is, if I don't care if you have no legs or you have no arms or you're missing an arm or you're going deaf or maybe one of your eyes is going blind, doesn't matter. Okay, that's our physical, and we need to balance that with whatever that is with us. Okay, the mind, okay, you have to keep balance because we're forever feeding it new knowledge, old knowledge. It feels emotions, it feels all kinds of different stuff. And they want you to kind of balance that a little bit more, because I feel like you've been, and it's almost like emotions, right? The emotions I'm feeling right now are kind of loaded. They're kind of big, but they're not, they're offset. So you're experiencing, okay, it's someone just walked in between us. You're experiencing more of one thing and not enough of the other, if that makes sense. So you have to kind of be more of a gatekeeper for your own emotional state. Okay. Process through it in maybe a little bit different manner so that it balances you. But then I get to the spiritual side of yourself, and it's like, yes, I want that. I can feel that. I need that. I need to have that balance, right? And it's like, okay, but now you've kind of attained a balance. Now you have to expand that balance. Okay. So you have to be more inclusive of different kind of thought processes, different backgrounds, different modalities. Okay. And that's what's going to be like your goal for the upcoming year, is to feed your very soul so that it can balance and you can become even more than what you are. More. And I look at you and your soul's very bright, the energy that comes from it, but you are capable of so much more. And that's what you have to experience, okay? And that's why the medicine wheel comes up for you, because not only is it about proper balance, it's about like taking it in, right? And growing as a person, growing as a soul energy. And this is what I'm seeing for you. And it's a very much a good thing. But again, they're saying don't be scared of it. Because you are in control. It's like, don't be scared of it. And if something doesn't resonate with you, you're still learning. You've learned that it doesn't resonate with you. And then if something does and you look more into it, it may even fit in a nook or cranny within your energy, your spiritual self, that actually even helps you balance and become more strong. That's not the way to say it. It helps you to become stronger. Okay, so that is your card today, Miss Jessica, and I hope it resonates with you. Thanks for popping on today. And like I said, you know, guys, let me know down in the feed here, or inbox me, and let's see what's going on, if it resonates with you or not. Hi, Crystal Renner. How are you? I'm going to shuffle these, and I'm going to take a drink of some jasmine tea here. And then I'll pull your card. I hope you had a good holiday. Oh, it's good tea. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. So your card today is the hummingbird. Okay. Hummingbirds have already left here. We're too cold up here. They're like, oh, heck no, I'm not staying in Michigan. There ain't no way. And they're gone to warmer climates, right? Okay. And I kind of feel with what they're showing me is like, it's kind of like how you are. Okay. So like, yeah, okay. So it's like seasonal, right? So the hummingbirds come, and when they come, I know it's going to be summer, or the weather's going to be warmer. It might be spring, but it's still going to be warmer weather, right? And then they leave because it's too cold up here for them. And what I'm being shown is this is actually a seasonal thing for you. This is a time where right now you should be pondering about the new things in the next cycle, or the next season, or the next part that comes up. Like right now, you're almost dormant. And by dormant, I don't mean you're not doing anything, but I mean like it's time for you to kind of rest up, gather everything you're going to need to get yourself through this winter. And then when we come out of that phase, right, or you come out of your whatever the cycle is, you're going to be loaded for bear, no pun intended, right? You'll have everything together. You'll already have it planned, how you're going to do it, what your purpose of doing it is, how you're going to manage it. All that stuff is what you're going to be working on now. It's not going to be the actual doing of stuff, but it's going to be preparing to do in the next cycle. And that's where the hummingbird comes in, because that's how they work. They work in cycles. They are busy all day. And I mean, they're like quick. And I know a lot of you know what they are, but I'm not sure everybody's ever experienced them. I'm blessed to have them here in the warm months, but they zip. It's like kamikazes. And when you hear them next to you and they're zipping by, a lot of tendency for a lot of people is they'll go up like this, not knowing it's a hummingbird, because they sound like wasps or big bees, right? Or hornets that sting you. So a lot of times people go like that, and it's not. That's how fast their little wings are going, and their body is just going. So they go through that. And then when the sun gets ready to go down, wherever they're at, they just stop. Even if they haven't made it back to their nesting area, they just stop. They may drop to the ground. They may drop into a tree, a leaf. They may drop into a flower bush. Doesn't matter. They just stop. And they take their body down to almost not even being able to tell if they're alive or dead. So if you pick one up in the nighttime, you would think it was dead. You'd think it was passed, okay? It's not. They've just slowed their system down so much so that they can regather that energy. So when the sun comes back up, they're ready to go again. And this is what I'm being shown for you. Right now is a time for you to slow down, gear it up, figure out which direction you're taking, and start loading up the things that you're going to need to move forward in the next season that hits you. Now, the next season can also be like your birth months. It's sectioned off in 4 months at a time for the year. It can be that, you know, like mine, I start the new one in January, and then it's January, February, March, April. So May is my next cycle from now, like when I start in January. So it could be that, or it could be actually the seasons around us, okay? But that's your card, so there you go, and it's the hummingbird, okay? Thanks for popping on today, Crystal. I really appreciate you here, and thank you. I hope it resonated with you. Okay, let me see here. Gonna go down the list. It's jumping all over again, honeys, so just hang tight. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's okay. This is going to be okay for you, right? I've had MRIs. It'll be okay. Everything is going to come out good for you, Margaret. I know it is. Okay. Let me go down the list. Okay. Hi, Sherry Walder. How are you? Okay, I'm going down a little bit. It's popping all over. So hang on. I got to find somebody here. Oh, yep. There you go. Okay. Hi, Pamela Levy. I will get you too. And hi, Joe K. How are you? I hope you're doing well. All right. Let's see what I can get for Sherry this time. I don't know if I've ever read for you before or not. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Oh, I'm so excited too. I've got something really cool coming from Carrie Greenaway. I'm so excited. She found something I was looking for, and I'm very, very excited about it. I can't show you though till I get them. All right, so Sherry, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you're the first one to get this card since Mango chewed it up. He pulled it out and he's quick. So your card today is the tobacco card. Okay, now I'm going to show you. See this edge? He did that in like 2 seconds. I love my Mango. I love him. Anyway, so tobacco is your card today. And no, it doesn't mean cigarettes, okay? Tobacco within my culture is a blessing. The tobacco plant is a blessing. It's what we use to thank Creator God, what we use to thank for things that are positive or things that happen within our lives. It can also be like I've thrown it when I've come across, people have brought me hawks that they found or they hit with their vehicle, and they brought it for me to take care of, to let it go. I'll put tobacco on it as an offering to be able to go to the other side. So tobacco is all about blessings, okay? And the tobacco card itself is telling me there's new things that are going to be coming into you it's a big deal, okay? Whatever this is, it's going to be a big deal. But it's going to be a positive thing, not a, look at how crazy I am today. It's going to be a positive thing that's going to happen. And actually, I'm hearing it's going to like almost come out of left field. Like you didn't expect it. You thought about it a little bit, but you kind of put it behind you and you didn't really think about it. And whatever this is, it's going to be a big blessing for you. I'm also being told that you're very humble. So it's not something that you want to really always make known that maybe you need help with this or that, or, you know, you're expecting it or you'd like it to happen. This is kind of something that I keep feeling is shadowed within your heart. So it's something, but you don't want to get too excited about it, because if it doesn't happen, you don't want to make a big deal about it, right? But I'm being shown whatever this is, the blessings are going to come to you, and it's almost going to stop you for a second, like, wow, how did they even know? Or how did that even happen? Or holy crow, I never said this out loud. Whatever it is, it's going to be something that's good, and it's something that's positive, but it's also, again, something that you kind of, like, I almost want to say you've like buried it. It's been there for quite a while, but it's going to happen. And them giving you the tobacco, having me pull the tobacco card, however that is today. Oh, there it is. It's like that. The tobacco card is just for that, because you're going to have many blessings coming in that you were kind of even almost, I want to say, almost careful to actually verbalize even to yourself, because you didn't think it would happen or occur. So I'm not really sure what it is, or if it's a person or a situation, but I'm seeing that it's going to come in and it's going to surprise you. But it's because you have held this so close. They want to be able to help you attain it, is what I'm being told. So that's your card today, Sherry, and I hope it resonates for you. And thank you for joining in the energy today. Eh? I appreciate you. Okay, so the thing's jumping all over again, so hang on. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Crystal. Yeah, you know, my cats don't care. Actually, Loud Boy in the back, the brat. Phoenix, what are you doing back there, Phoenix? He was a day when my kids were, my kids were here, and I was napping and did not see him. He's loose all day, and I take him in the other room with me. I take him in the kitchen with me and stuff. But I have fallen asleep, and I didn't see what he was doing. He got down on the bottom of the cage, and he pulled the bottom grid, like the cage bottom out, because he wanted to get my attention. And he pulled it out, and then he jumped on it, so it was partially out. But because of his weight, the whole thing went tumbling to the ground and flipped him in the air. And he was on the floor, and so was Moo. Mulan, back over on this side right there. Her tail is right there. And she got down, but she didn't hurt him. She didn't even care. I yelled for my daughter because I couldn't move quick enough. And she came in, and he just got up, and he was like, uh-oh. That's what he kept saying, uh-oh. And I'm like, yeah, uh-oh. So we put that back in. I don't think he'll be doing that anymore. But, yeah, my cats don't care. But I love listening. The birds never shut up. I talked to I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My daughter, when she was here, she goes, oh my God, Mom, they never shut up. I go, yeah, you just kind of learn to tune them out. But I have to leave the room when I'm taking phone calls because the chatter from the birds is so loud. All right, here you go, Miss Pamela Levy, and it is the rabbit today. I love rabbits. I actually got little snowshoes out here this year, which I'm really super stoked about. I see their little prints in the snow. Okay, so rabbits are about a couple things. Rabbits are about doing things too quickly. They're also about fear, because literally you can go to pick up a rabbit. If they're scared, they can actually have a heart attack, okay, and pass. They're very fearful of the wild rabbits, okay? Or if you get a rabbit for a pet, if they don't get to know you right away, they're fearful, right? So what I'm being told for you, Pamela, is this is kind of a fear-based thing. It's like fear to take that next step. I'm being shown like the rabbit halfway out of its den hole and halfway in. So like it's kind of checking things out. Then it pulls back so nobody can see it in the shadows, like because it's like in the hole, near the hole, but it can still watch. And it sticks its head out again, and it kind of sniffs the air. And this is what I'm seeing is like it's the next step of whatever this is there is some fear attached to it. Okay, so what they're telling me to share with you is this. Okay. I have done many things in my life. Jack of all trades, they say, master of none. But no, that's not true. I always contributed to, I have career ADHD, right? But what I've done my entire life is I've always done the creative side of things. I've always had the ability to do what I do, but I ran away from it a lot, probably until I was about 40. And the thing is, even from in my 20s, things that I attempted to have happen or do or walk into career-wise or personally that didn't work out, I'm still not upset that I did it or I attempted to do it. Okay, even if it failed, it didn't fail, because at least I can say, yep, tried that, got to figure out a different way to do it, right? So in my latter years, which I would say from 50s, and I'll be 62 in January, I've embraced who I am. This is what I'm meant to do, is to assist and help other people many different ways with the gift that I have, which can also be called a curse by some. And I've also kept my artistic roots. Now, I haven't done photography, and you do amazing photography. I haven't done my photography in a long time because I'm focused on other things, right? I'm doing the art side of things more creatively in that way. But I have tried doing other things. So what I'm being told is, whatever this is, it's kind of like at the precipice. And by the precipice, I mean the rabbit is like partway out of the hole and partway in the hole. It's like, just take that leap of faith, trust in yourself, and go for it. If it doesn't work the way you hoped it does, it's okay, because then you can't go back and say, I should have done this when, okay? This is about taking a leap of faith, but the leap of faith is you, okay? It's about you. It's who you are. And you are such a strong individual who has a huge heart, whose soul just shines through good, bad, and indifferent. And you've been through it. I've been through it. A lot of people have been through it. It's not easy. It's not always fun. But you've made it through many things that some other people wouldn't have been able to push through. And this is what I'm being shown. You need to trust in yourself and who you are as an individual who've collected all this knowledge and all these experiences that you carry forward that make you who you are at this moment, to believe in self and make that leap. And that's your message. And that is the rabbit. And I hope it resonates with you. And let me know if it does or it doesn't. And thanks for stopping in. And happy holidays, Miss Pamela. Y'all need to go and check out her amazing photography. She has just got a magic eye. Robert Sharp and Pamela Levy and Nicole Foster are my three that I always tell people, if you want to see some beautiful work, check them out, because they're amazing. Okay, so let's see here. Joe. And again, thank you, Pamela. I appreciate you being here. Okay. All right, Miss Joe. Let's see what I can get you. I'm looking. Let's see what I got. Now, see, Matt, look at Mulan's all sleeping now. Came in and started stuff, and now she's passed out on the edge of the bed. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, here you go. You got the snow goose today. That's actually on the medicine wheel. That's my native totem, is the snow goose. That's January. Snow goose. I'm laughing because it's like I have to explain who I am, kind of. The snow goose is a bird that is up in your face, doesn't have a lot of fear, as most geese, and I'm sure some of the time, some of you or all of you have met the Canadian geese, right? You never want to walk up on a goose and they don't know you're there, because they'll give you what for and put you running. Okay, well, the snow goose is no different. Okay, very strong-willed, very bullheaded. And they're no nonsense. Okay, and this is what I'm getting shown for you. It's like, no nonsense. Don't tell me that. Just get to the point kind of a person. Okay, this is what I'm being shown. This is how you need to be. There's something that's going on with you, and I do get that it's with a male. I almost want to say that it would be like, if I was looking at it, it would be my son's age, you know, a younger person, not a kid, but kid because they're younger than us. And it's like, you almost have to say, oh no, just no, don't go there. Just tell me how it is. Don't try to weave the story to make it look better or make it look worse, or, you know, what have you. And I feel like this is something that's going to happen like 2 weeks. They're giving me the number 2. I want to say 2 weeks, not 2 days. And it's like, you have to stand your ground like the goose does. Whatever this is, you need to stand your ground. And it's not that you're standing your ground in a mean way or a combative way. It's just that you don't need the BS, right? And one trait, and I will acknowledge this is how I am, one trait of the snow goose is they lay their eggs, the eggs hatch, they nurture their young, and when they have feathers and they're big enough, they kick them out and say, see ya. I kind of did the same thing with my daughter. She graduated from high school. I said, you're going to college or you're going to go find a good job. I don't care, but see ya. And she went to college, and I said, see ya. Bags are packed. See ya. She can always come back home. I'm always home no matter where I am, just like you. You're always home for the people that are in your family and that you know, and your friends that love you. But whatever this is, whoever this is that's coming up, whether it's friend or family, just tell them to get to the point of it so that it can be dealt with. And I don't mean dealt with in a bad way. It's just like, okay, stop. I don't want to hear the story of how it got to this point. Just tell me, what is it? And this is what I'm hearing. And I'm laughing because this is how I am. It's like, I can see through people when they want to tell you something or they want to kind of get you involved with something. And it's like, you know, you sit there and you get the story and you get the story, you get the story. It's like, finally, why couldn't you just told me that in the first place, right? So this is what I'm getting for you today, Joe. And I hope it resonates for you. And it's not bad. It's just like, they need to get to the point of it, right? Okay, and it's the snow goose. Thanks for popping on here today. I appreciate your time. And I'm just laughing because, you know, I laugh because some people in my world, okay, have told me for years and years, oh my God, when we first met you, we just thought you were a BIATCH, right? And I'm like, why would you think that? Well, because you're like, I don't know, like, we're afraid to approach you. I'm like, why? I'll do anything for anybody. It's like, I'm not that way. But my energy is so much that people sometimes are scared to approach it, except the ones that have known me for many years. So, you know, it's always fun to find out from people when, and that's the kind of personality that I get you're about, Joe, is it's, yeah. So anyway, okay, let's go. I am well, Khalid. How are you? It is so good, Pamela. This jasmine tea, I don't have it. David got it from a company in downstate, okay? And he went in and he called Taylor and he said, hey, you know, what kind of tea does mom not like? And so I told her what I didn't like. And he got this for me. But this is like fresh jasmine. The jasmine that was pulled off the bushes, it's all rolled in with that white tea, and they're little balls. and you just put a few of them in a strainer, and oh my God, they're just to die for. They're just so good. I can't even tell you. It smells so good too. I love it. All right, Conchetta, how are you? Let's see who else is here. Let me see. Hi, Susan Cooper. How are you? Yeah, Mercury retrograde. Doesn't that just suck? Joe, it just sucks. I hate retrograde. And the thing is, in Mercury retrograde, you can't do anything new. So if you're going to start anything, you need to start it before it hits us. And oh, another really cool thing, Susan, I see you, and I'll get your card in a sec. Another cool thing I just said, and I actually posted over on Facebook. I don't know if it went to Instagram or not. Is right now, the week we're in right now, if you've got a clear sky, you can look out and see every planet in our part of the universe. Every planet is visible. So it's a really cool time to go out and check on things outside. Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Let's see what I can give you, Susan Cooper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, here you go again. 72 cards shuffled up. Good. Here we go. Your card today is also the hummingbird. I don't even remember who I gave it to a little bit ago. Okay, so with you, I keep hearing, pick up the pace, pick up the pace, pick up the pace. I feel like what they're showing me and what I'm hearing, the words I'm hearing is pick up the pace, but I'm also hearing there's some things that you're procrastinating about. And believe me, that's not a negative thing I'm throwing at you. I'm the biggest procrastinator ever. I was even in college. It was like always wait till the last minute to do stuff. And I'm the same. I do it all the time. I constantly do it. But that's what I'm hearing right now is you need to like put a fire under it. So it's like you've been in this kind of stasis or this kind of place of not really getting up with things and not really going down with things. You've just been kind of gliding through, they said. So now is the time. And the question and the words that I'm getting, if not now, when? This is what I'm being told to tell you. If not now, when? So there's not going to be a better time. There's not going to be a worse time. It's like you need to, okay, so what they're showing is here's the freeway and everything's ripping by it. Okay, so there's all these hummingbirds that are just buzzing by. And then here you are, and you're trying to merge. You're trying to decide whether you want to get in with this pace that's going on or you're not sure. And it's like, maybe I should just not do it. Maybe I should just sit here and not do it. And I'm being told, get into the pace. Okay. So they're showing me that you need to glide in to fit in, right, with the forward motion that's going on. Don't procrastinate it. Just do it. Okay. And I'm also being told that it's almost like, I want to say it's almost like a fear factor that's there that they're showing me. Like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't do it or I do it and it's not right for me? And it's like, that's okay. At least you tried it. At least you nudged forward to move from where you're at. And I keep feeling that that's where you're at right now. And it's like, you're in that stasis, the stasis of the hummingbird when it's sleeping at night. Like I said earlier, it goes down. The metabolism slows down so slow that if you go to pick them up, you think they're gone. You don't think that they're alive. And they want you to step into whatever this is. And I'm not really sure what it is. I just know that you'll be okay with whatever this is, but you need to stop procrastinating and making excuses for yourself. God, I'm good at that. I'm really good at that. I make excuses. Everybody does it, but it's time for you to step up and things are going to be good. they'll be okay. And if it's not your cup of tea, so to speak, you can always stop and go to the side again. It's okay. And they just want you to kind of have confidence in yourself and believe in who you are. Okay, so that's your card today, and I hope it resonates, Susan. And it is the hummingbird. Okay. All right. Let me. Oh, Hawk, you're here. I love it. You're still here, Hawk. Thanks. I'm glad, Maureen. Oh, and guys, remember, I will be here Christmas Eve. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. This is jumping all around, so hang on. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. Did you want a reading? I can happily give you a reading. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, Brenda Marie. How are you? Okay. Let's see here. Your baby's name is Phoenix, Lindsay? That's awesome. Yeah, I got Phoenix. I actually got him from a rescue and rehab place in Michigan who are absolutely amazing. Birds get surrendered to them, or they get taken out of places that they shouldn't be anymore, and they take care of them. They get vet checked and all that. She's got lots of birds, and they help train them. They keep them healthy. And Phoenix, actually, the gal that owned a bunch of, she had a lot of parrots. She was probably my age. She was in hospice when she finally gave up all her birds, and her younger daughter, who was probably like my daughter's age, had gotten Phoenix and had him for 6 years as a way to connect with her mom. And once her mom passed, she just couldn't look at the bird anymore. So she surrendered them with all her other mom's birds. And that's how I got him. I was showing interest in actually a Congo gray, which is bigger than Phoenix is. And Shannon came out and said, I really want you to think about taking this bird. And he's 6, and he came running across to me on the top of the countertop. So he kind of chose me, and they were all laughing because he just doesn't do that with everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so he came home, and he's been here since the end of September, I think. So September, October, November. He's been here 3 months. Yeah, and I love him. He's a great bird. He's crazy. He's a toddler, but he's a great bird. All right, so Brenda, this is your card today, and it's the black swan. Black swans. I wish we had them in the U.S. I think the only place I've ever seen them is in the zoo. But black swans alone are just royal to me. You look at them, their feathering, their statue, how they hold themselves is just very graceful. The black swan comes in, and it's about magic, okay? It's about, not having the spotlight on you, but you've got all this magic from the shadows, right, is what I'm being told for you right now. And it's like you've almost like kept it hidden, so people don't really always know what you're capable of in positives, right? What you kind of hold back sometimes because you don't want people to know a lot about you, about those things, like that you could help, or you want to do things in a quiet way. And it's not that you don't help people, because you do, but it's almost that you hold back a little bit when you're around people, because you're capable of a lot more. And they're telling me this very loudly. She's capable of so much more than she allows others to see, or she even allows herself to be. Okay. So you need to trust in who you are and look inside and you're just this amazing, I see this like amazing light and this amazing personality that is there, but you need to let other people see it. You need to allow your soul's energy to shine so other people can see it. There's no reason to hide. We need good things. We need good people around us. We need to just do things in a way that we connect with others. And that's what I'm being shown for you, is let that beauty, that inner beauty, just shine and let people understand that this is who you are and it's beautiful. And you should be able to look in the mirror and say, yeah, you know what? I like this person that's looking back at me. And step out of those shadows. Okay, step out of those shadows, Brenda. And this is your card today. And it is the Black Swan. Okay, guys, I've been here, holy crow, almost an hour and a half. So I appreciate everybody who's been here today. And from my heart to yours, I'll see you on New Year's Day. The rest of the week may be blessed, and may you guys have an awesome week. And thanks for joining us here for some readings. Take care, guys. Bye.
Yeah. Cool. Wasn't it? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear.